Me know there in the comments if you can hear me or not. We hope everything is well. We see something got switched around here. We'll see if that plays a factor or not. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got line one there. We got line one there. All right, so this.
How do you spell esports?
I spell it lowercase e, capital S, P-O-R-T-S.
That is correct. All right.
Up next, we have a really exciting guest with Chris Foot from Areal Dynamics. All right, Chris, so why don't you tell us what exactly is Areal Dynamics?
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
make sure that we are. All right, so that's all lined up. Hopefully we're talking. Can anybody hear me? All right, I'm back around here in the corner number 1. If not, we'll have to see here. Keep an eye on the broadcast here. I had to charge my phone a little bit so I could get there. We are. So sorry that you guys didn't hear me before. Caution is out, possibly. Yes, caution is out. We got Ben Parson around and torn apart on the back straightaway. Take a look at it here with the on the pole. Instant replay coming there off the corner. Captain up there on the top side. He ends up there. I'm sorry, no, he was on the bottom side. And one come there off the corner. Looks like 29 comes down and gets into him. 29 ends up down there, and whoa, gets clipped again. That's whose bumper I saw go flying. So Ben Parson there, Dan Brasington, all torn apart. Tyler Castleman, torn apart as well. They're into number 23. Well, caution is out. Chase Hilla there as the leader at the moment. And it looks like he got it painted as Goodburger. Thought it was actually supposed to be Mr. Goodburger, but that could be me. Trying to see if I can get a look at it there. I could be wrong. I could be thinking something different too. I don't know. Hey, Graham Connolly. He's got himself up there a few spots, I think. Hey, the pit road busy. We got Peters down there on pit road. Parson, Brassington, Castleman, all on pit road right now. Greco out. Castleman's in the pits there in 10th. Chase Hilla, as we said, your leader in that Goodburger number 26. Now I'm looking at that left side or the right side of that car light. I was thinking the right thing, and I could have sworn it was Mr. Goodburger, but I could, like I said, I could be wrong. There's something on the left side there. Not sure what is on with what is up with that graphic. That's just the way my camera is looking at it. Connolly in pit road. Parson coming out of pit road. Clemens in there on pit road. Lights go out. They're going to get doubled up here. We want to thank all the FMA Patreons. I am there on the right side of your screen. I've been saying all night here at Fleeger Farm TV. We set it over at Coast to Coast as well. We want to thank all the anonymous donations that we had here to Fleeger Farm TV this past week. Get us back and running. And seems to be everything's running smoothly here tonight, knock on wood. And everything looking great here. And work down that back straightaway. Lights go out on that pace car, as we said. While Swearingen up there on the top side of that Mountain Dew voltage machine. And I think we saw him start there. Okay, now that I see it up there, it is the same image on both sides. As yeah, that's oh man, I forget the guy's name, but he's there wearing his Good Burger hat. That white Good Burger hat that he wears as part of his Good Burger uniform. Working there through the front, straight away. They're down and away. Green flag as they bring it on out there in the corner number 1. There you're looking at Joseph Spillman in the number 41. Only about 10 drivers here showed up tonight, but we're down to just 7. As Parson is down a lap. I think Parson's still out there in the number 33. He's back here towards the back. Brasington and Castleman are both out. Connolly there in 7th. We see Chase Zilla get passed by Swearingen. Moving there to the front. Yeah, Parson is out there as he's just in front of Connolly. Looking there at Ryan Peters, currently 4th, and they roll there off of turn number 2 down that back straightaway. And gets loose, going to end up sliding it down there to the bottom. And work there off of the corner down through turn 3 and 4. Peters up there trying to make the pass on the inside. Spillman's got a good run on the outside. Here at lap 11 of 50. Down here through corner number 1 and 2. And work up off the corner. Down here through off of there. Side by side there. That is a battle for 4th and 5th. Everybody else kind of strung out a little bit. This is your closest battle throughout the entire racetrack. And that is 4th and 5th as Spillman and Peters battle it out. 12th lap, or lap number 12 on the board. Thank you, Distracted Dad Gaming, for coming in and watching here tonight. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I know audio there wasn't working for a moment, and took me a moment to charge my phone back up enough to turn the broadcast on enough for me to listen to it. My mic doesn't always connect right. Apparently it was connected. I accidentally muted it tonight, so there is that. Down here. Through corner number 2, they're still side by side, Spillman and Peters trying to work it off. As you see, Swearingen out there in front, Chase Zilla in 2nd. Hey, there's Swearingen out there in that Mountain Dew, number 22. Chase Zilla there in that Good Burger, number 26. Bobby Watts there in 3rd, Joseph Spillman there 4th. Ryan Peters still on his back bumper there. He tried to bring it up in there, and we got a decent field here of Fords tonight. I only see 5 Chevrolets, and the rest are Fords. So there's 6 Fords, 5 Chevrolets. So really, when you think about 11 drivers showing up here in session, that's a pretty good mix of the 2 makers. I wouldn't mind seeing Dodge come in here for the Gen 4. Now, I know Dodge was running at that point in time. Those were your 3 manufacturers at that point in time, Dodge, Ford, and Chevrolet. So it'd be nice to see the Dodge come back into it. I know, for a fun fact, Dodge is rumored to be coming into the truck series. There is a team all set to run with them. So that'll be pretty cool. Hopefully we can get that in there, as that'll be who I switch my Fleeger Farm Motorsports to whenever that comes a thing. We'll run the Dodge. There. I don't like to really put a perspective on things, but I'm going to say possibly iRacing's second season update would be where that Dodge comes into play. Bobby Watts there in a third. Josh Clemens there for it. Ryan Peters back here in fifth. Lyle Swearigan still leads the way. And that Chevrolet out there in front. Chase Silla there in that fourth. Bobby Watts back here in third in his Chevrolet. Then you got three more Fords. Clemens, Peters, Connolly all driving their Fords there. Fourth through sixth. Joseph Spillman got the Chevrolet back here in seventh. Ben Parson back here in eighth driving his Chevrolet. Dan Brasingen out. Tyler Castleman is out. Hey, see, they're filling up there now. The battle rages on with the 37 of Bobby Watts as he's got the lap down machine up. Ben Parson up there towards the top. Ben's going to try to get his lap back the hard way. Yeah, he's up there on the top of the speedway. Rolling around out there now. Got himself up there behind third place driver. Or no, second place driver of Chase Silla now is who's setting the sights on. Working down in the corner number 3 and 4, I believe. Or is that 1 and 2? We'll see here when they come off. We'll see if that blue cone's sitting down there. And it is. So that is turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. Chase Silla there in second. Josh Clemens there third. Bobby Watts there fourth. Ryan Peters there in fifth. Graham Connolly there sixth. Joseph Spillman there sixth. Graham Connolly there seventh. Hey, at 44, Josh Clemens down there on the inside. Gonna try to get up there, but can't quite get there to run with that lap down machine of Ben Parson. Graham Connolly in the pits. As Connolly looks like he's labeled as out now. 7 drivers left here at Michigan. While we're out there in front, Chase Silla there second, Josh Clemens there third, Bobby Watts in fourth, Ryan Peters fifth, Joseph Spillman there in sixth, Ben Parson in seventh. Lap number 20 of 50. And we see that 44 working down there on the inside of the racetrack. Sticking there. There we got a battle going on. That is Bobby Watts and Ryan Peters battling it out there. That is for fourth and fifth. They see the 37 down there on the inside trying to get around Ryan Peters, who's in that Ghost Energy up there on the high side. Down the back straightaway. Got lap 21 on the board of the 50. Working there off, down through the front, straight away in the corner number 1. Lyle Swearigan out front. Chase Silla there in second. Josh Clemens in third. Ryan Peters there fourth. Bobby Watts fifth. Joseph Spillman there in sixth. But Ben Parson in seventh. Working down here off the back stretch. Good evening there, Matt. Great to have you joining us there. And we appreciate you coming in to watch. We're down to 7 drivers, so I'm sure they would have loved to have seen you out there. Unfortunately, like you said, you had other things come up the way you couldn't make the race tonight, but glad you at least came to watch. We got them all, as we got everything running okay, iRacing wise and PC wise, it seems. Working down through here off the corner, in the corner number 3 and 4. Everything looking good there as you're watching. I'll swear you out there in front. Chase Dilla there second. Josh Clemens in third. Ryan Peters fourth. Bobby Watts back there in fifth. Driving at number 37. Joseph Spillman back here in sixth. Ben Parson was running up there at the front before having problems that ended up taking him out back here to the back. And behind Parson, we got Connolly, Brassington, Castleman, and Greco all out. I don't know what might have scared all those drivers off. 26 laps to go as Swearingen, you see him there out front, out of Fontana, California, running here at Michigan tonight. Chase Hilla there in second. Josh Clemens in third. Ryan Peters there fourth. Out there off corner number something. We see him coming here across the front straightaway. Lyle Swearingen, as we said, your leader. Chase Hilla, though, slowly reining them in here. 25 laps to go. We got a few drivers that didn't make pit stops, others that have not. Can they make it to the end? That is yet to be seen. 25 laps to go here at Michigan. Will they make it? Will they not? I'm not the judge on fuel strategy too well, so I'm not exactly sure. Hey, what, I'm working off the corner. Great job here tonight. As you see up there at the top, Lyle Swearingen, Chase Hilla, Josh Clemens, Ryan Peters, Bobby Watts, your top 5. Joseph Spillman and Ben Parson. Ben Parson still, as we said, a lap down. Go ahead and bring up the track map if we can. And kind of see where your driver might be on the track. Now you got that 22 there out front. Chase Hilla there in second. Josh Clemens in third. Ryan Peters there in fourth. Got a couple coming to pit road. That is Chase Hilla coming to pit road. Bobby Watts also coming in. Lyle Swearingen out front. Josh Clemens there in second. Ryan Peters there third. Joseph Spillman there in fourth. We're there on the bottom side. We're in there along that white line up here towards the front straightaway. We're working along the front straightaway. Swearingen out there. Watt there on pit road, working his way off now. Chase Hilla working his way off as well. He's down there on the bottom side, currently 1 lap down. He comes there off the bottom. That's going to let Ben Parson come up there and get in front of him. Lyle Swearingen there out front. Ryan Peters there second. Josh Clemens there in third. Joseph Spillman there fourth. On board here with Lyle Swearingen as he takes a run here in a pit lane. Really grinding them gears down to get down to pit road speed. Ryan Peters there out front now in that 5 machine with Josh Clemens there behind him. 21 laps to go. Working on down here out of the back straightaway. work out here of the corner. And we're going out here. Hey, Spillman down there on the inside getting around the 5 of, I'm sorry, no, that's Clemens getting around the 5 of Peters. 19 laps to go. Peters in the pits. Down there on the bottom side, Swearigan out there in 3rd right now as he works around. Chase Zilla there in 4th. Ben Parson back here in the 5th. There's A. Clemens there out front. Ryan Peters in his pit box. We're there up off corner number 4. Down across the front straightaway. Hey, watch him come down off that front straight down here in the corner number 2. Or rather 3 and 4, 17 laps to go. On that back straightaway, Josh Clemens, your leader. Lyle Swearigan there in 2nd. Chase Dilla in 3rd. Ryan Peters there 4th. Ben Parson there 5th. Bobby Watts there in 6th. Joseph Spillman out there in 7th. Not really seeing much battle going on here. They had Chase Dilla there. Ryan Peters back here in 4th. Ben Parson, he's back on the lead lap, sitting there in 5th. He got Bobby Watts getting there to, oh no, I'm sorry, that's who getting there to the inside of him. Ben Parson, who's there behind him? That is the 44 of Clemens. So Clemens trying to put Parson back down a lap again. Come there across the line, and he will do so. Definitely not today. Parson was thinking he was going to have. Starting so strong, ends up getting bit there by the one caution. Out here off the corner they go. Josh Clemens, your leader out there in front. Ends up getting a little loose there. Ends up down there on the apron. You see at 33. Oh, they're coming to pit road. Ben Parson and Clemens on pit road. Here with 11 laps to go. That's going to hand the lead over to Lyle Swearigan. Chase Silla out there in third. Ryan Peters, he's in fourth. They're going to take over, though. And on board there with Peters coming out of turn number 4. As Clemens is there on pit road. Ben Parson also there on pit road. As Clemens and Parson go lap down, Joseph Spillman moves himself up there in the 5th. Chase Silla in 2nd. Ryan Peters there in 3rd. Hey, look at there at that 22. Lyle Swearigan out there in front. Take a look here at the points if we can. Let's see here. Lyle Swearigan's out front, leading the points. Sage Greco there behind him. Sage Greco not showing up for tonight's race. Joshua Clemens, he's 3rd in points, and he's currently in the pits. Not quite how he wanted to end this race, I'm sure. 8 laps to go. Back out through the backstretch. And you see Swearigan, Chase Silla, Ryan Peters. All right, here we go. Let's see, what do we got going on here? We still got Swearigan out there in front. Chase Silla there 2nd. Swearigan there. Here's, you see Chase Silla. Ryan Peters back there in 3rd. Off the corner they go. Swearigan still up front. Look at there, Ryan Peters, who's running 3rd. Bobby Watts out there in 4th. Lyle Swearigan, 5 laps to go. Down through the back stretch here. Right here on through as they come there off turn 3 and 4. Lyle Swearigan out there in front. Chase Zilla there second. 3 laps to go here at Michigan. Work down here off the front straightaway once again. Parson down there on pit road still. Josh Clemens down 8 laps, but is out there. Joseph Spillman there in the 41. There in pit, Lyle Swearigan. We only got 5 cars on the lead lap. Now we got 2 laps to go. Final lap here for Lyle Swearigan. Chase Zilla coming there off the corner number 4. He'll take the white flag. There we see the 5. Ryan Peters, the 37 there off the corner. Josh Clemens there behind Bobby Watts. I'm sorry, Josh Clemens behind Ryan Peters, sorry. All right, down here off of corner number 4, he comes. Lyle Swearigan getting the win here tonight in that number 22 Mountain Dew voltage machine. Sheriff flag wave. Chase Zilla there comes across the line. Ryan Peters, he'll come across the line there in third. Now we wait for our official results to come in here. Bobby Watts there in fourth. Joseph Spillman, he'll come across there in a fifth. Coming across the line, waiting on that official results to come in. There it is. And your winner being there of Lyle Swearigan. Lyle Swearigan, your winner. Chase there second. Ryan Peters in third. Bobby Watts in fourth. Joseph Spillman there fifth. Josh Clemens in sixth. Brandon Parson there in seventh. Graham Connolly there in eighth. Dan Brassington there in ninth. Tyler Castleman in 10th. Sage Grego in 11th. Congrats there to Lyle Swearigan. He'll burn it down here at Michigan. I see it burning down there on the bottom. Great job there tonight by these drivers. They parked it there in victory lane. All right, let's get with your winners here tonight. Starting with Ryan Peters, who got third. Good evening there, Ryan. How's it going? Yeah, there, Ryan. There we go. Try that. See if I got you now.
Copy, sir.
There we go. Now we got you.
There we go.
Well, you had a great run there tonight. I know we had to dodge a few things, but I don't know. Did you have to dodge a lot out there tonight?
Yeah, at the beginning of it, I had a few incidents in front of me and, a couple almost incidents. And when you get people running as clean as Lyle and Chase did tonight, that was really the difference, being able to compete up front.
I mean, you did a great job there, still getting third. You got any sponsor shout-outs? Anybody you want to thank for getting that third place tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank FMA for running the league. Graham, Chase, Matt, Joe, all do a great job. glad to hear your voice again, that you're back in the broadcast. So glad I got you back going on, and hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoys their time with their families.
Alrighty, yeah. Well, I know I'll be enjoying myself with my family tomorrow, and hopefully everybody else will as well. Again, great job there tonight, there, Ryan, as you got third place, and I just don't think anybody has anything for Lau here. As we got one more race left in the season, I believe.
Yeah, he's tough, man. I mean, he took an EOL, which is only 10 spots tonight, so hopefully we can get some more guys turning left. We got some left and right guys coming in the league now, but he's real tough, and he's a good, clean driver, so there's nothing you can do about it.
For sure. But congrats, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Stay out of turkey coma, Adam. God bless all.
Alrighty. Now Ryan Peters, our third place finisher. Now we'll get with Chase Zilla, our second place finisher. Good evening there, Chase. How's it going?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm doing fairly well, and glad to be back. It looks like everything's operating like it should be for the most part. So
That's good. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, glad to be back for sure. And so went from locking up and freezing all week last week to we haven't, knock on wood, haven't had any issues this week.
You gotta thank Jed for that one.
For sure. I thank everybody that came through on that for me. So, and you did a great job. And I noticed your car has Good Burger on it here tonight. Welcome
to Good Burger.
Yeah. I don't know why, but my mind kept saying I thought it was Mr. Good Burger.
No. It's Good Burger.
It's just Good Burger. Okay. I don't know why my mind just kept wanting to put Mr. Good Burger in front of it.
That's one of the corniest movies of all time, but it's also amazing. So you gotta make a paint for it.
Well, Good Burger came out before those movies.
I know. All that, and I know.
I believe it came out in the 90s through the sitcom there on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, all that.
That's it.
Yep. Before my time, kind of, but I still watched it as a kid.
Yeah, but before mine too, but I was still able to remember it enough.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it was slightly before my time. I mean, I was born in 92, so. But great job there tonight. You got any sponsor shout-outs? Anybody you want to thank for getting that second place here tonight?
FMA, Regal Wraps, FFTV, and Good Burger.
Well, there was actually two Good Burger movies, wasn't there? Wasn't there Good Burger and Good Burger 2?
Good Burger 2 came out a couple years ago, yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought there was one not too far in the most recent history.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, great job there tonight, and we'll see you next week. I think as
Xfinity.
I'm busy the rest of the week.
Yep.
So.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, you have yourself a great night there, Chase.
All right, you too, man.
All right, so Chase Zilla getting second here tonight. Now we'll get with Lyle Swearingen. Good evening there, Lyle. How's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing well. I'd have to say that it's pretty promising that you have the points wrapped up, right?
Probably. I think we got one race left.
We got one race next week. Next week's championship week.
Yeah, and I think Sage missed. I think Sage is second. I think he missed the race today. I don't know.
He did.
If he had a drop week already yet. So, yeah, more than likely, I'd assume.
Well, you have 368 points, and Sage behind you has 329.
Yeah, I'd say it's locked up, Len.
So, we'll see how next week goes. Hopefully, you show up to make sure you hang on to that title, but it looks like it's yours for the taking as it stands at the moment.
Yeah, we'll be there. Wish I could have been there last week at Talladega, but just had work obligations. So we'll definitely be there next week. Yeah, Yeah, car was pretty good. Started from the back. Was able to get to the front fairly quick. There was kind of a couple of mistakes from other guys that got me up there pretty quick, and then just also trying to run a different line from everyone else while back there, just try to stay out of the dirty air. And then had our first caution, end up second, and was able to pass Chase there on the restart out of 2. And that's pretty much it until the pit stop. And then he was with me at the pit stop. I think it was like half a second back, and then after the pit stop, I think I had 4 seconds on him. So I'm not sure what had happened there, but that pretty much freed me from him.
Well, I mean, you did a great job tonight moving up through the field, and hopefully we'll see a little bit bigger field come next season and as we move on forward.
Yeah, the old Gen 4s coming next season should be really fun, bring the numbers back. This new Gen 4, it's, at least to me, the front end feels weird compared to the old one. I really liked how the old one felt. I think everyone has that opinion basically about the old Gen 4. So once it comes back, hopefully the numbers will go back up, and then it will be a lot more fun to race.
Well, the thing of the old Gen 4s, though, they were only one model, weren't they?
These were supposed to be modeled after them, but with like a more correct body, because these ones were a mistaken ARCA car with too much horsepower, but everyone liked it. So
The old ones
dubbed
were,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, we just dubbed that one the Gen 4. Then they came out with these new ones, but I mean, with these new ones, yeah, you got the Ford and the Chevy, so or the Monte Carlo, so you had that. Where the Legacy Gen 4, it was just the Monte Carlo. But I mean, as far as handling that older Gen 4, it was a lot more fun to drive. You can pretty much you can make it do pretty much whatever you wanted. Where with this car, it's more sensitive to the aero. It's got a really bad draft package in the super speedways. It's pretty difficult to get anywhere on the super speedway with this car compared to the old Gen 4. So yeah, I'll be glad to be back in the old one.
Well, I know I'd love to see a Dodge. I'd love to see Mopar coming into the mix again. So we'll see if they do. If I remember correctly, Gen 4 they had Dodge in the Gen 4 series.
Yeah, the Dodge came late in that era, or that's when they started in that era. So yeah, you had you had Ford, or no, I don't know if you had Toyota yet.
No, you
Maybe
didn't have Toyota yet.
too.
It was just the 3. Chevy, Dodge, and Ford.
Yeah, the Dodge had a good looking car. So yeah, I'd hope maybe eventually they'll go back to that style of car, at least the physics part of it, and then bring the Dodge back too and have ourselves a full brand.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see. But you did a great job tonight, Lau, and you got any other sponsor shout-outs? Anybody you want to thank for getting that victory tonight before you go?
Just my team at FBR Motorsports, and then FMA putting up the races, and you for hosting.
All righty. Well, great job tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Will do. See you there.
All right, that was Lau Swearigan, our winner here tonight. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you next week here at On the Pole from Fleeger Farm TV.